Hey everybody, it is old folks, it is Friday, and today I want to do a little video. I'm going to show off one of my buddies, Mr. Poopy's team. He just recently awoke a certain individual here. We're going to see what happens when you awaken Zoe. She becomes phenomenal. They both have great teams, but what we're going to see is how Zoe and Pagani work well together. Now, obviously, by having a tank like Kaiser, he taunts, you're going to get that sleep off, which does great things against these guys, so it makes it look phenomenal. Obviously, they're going to go ahead and start working on everybody else. She's going to put to sleep at the tank at this point. She's going to get everybody to sleep again while they drop smoke. And then what's going to happen is her ult's going to bring everybody in and do that little stun there for a minute. People are still sleeping. Pagani's still doing everything. And the new Zoe is amazing. I've watched a few different videos that he's done. It's pretty wicked. In fact, I'm really scared to see what happens once they awaken Pearl, which is something they're going to be doing. It just gets crazy. So that little stun, that extra damage, there's just not much teams can do. Good Page has a phenomenal team. This is not by any means a weak team. It has held him in considerable power. We're talking 4 dots across the board, except for Pagani. We're talking 3 dots across the board. And Awaken Sizo. So this is not a weak team. When you look at power, obviously level difference, the rune difference isn't huge. The tech's pretty big in the sense that it's almost it is 6,000 skills. Star level, obviously he's got a little bit more on the star side. And then the equipment all kind of falls off onto his side. Damage dealt, you'll look, Zoe did monstrous damage. I mean, that's huge amount of damage. And so Pagani, of course, keeps him neutralized. So it's a really good team. Something you could think about. Outside of this team here, there's no legendaries. You know what I'm saying? You got a legendary, and they're good legendaries, and it's shut down. So, the question is Zoe going to get tweaked down the road? I don't know. Is Zoe going to get nerfed down the road? I don't know. But I'm working on her myself, and I'm interested to see how she plays on my team later on. So, just a little fun thing to watch. Obviously, there's a lot of other videos out there I'm trying to work on. We're going to watch one more. Again, there's a 3,000 point difference here. So it is pretty much the same thing every time. We're going to get the sleep off. At that point, it allows them to take care of the backliner. Just like that, he's dead. And at that point, they're just going to start wrecking face. She's going to start dropping her ult. She brings him in. I hate the computer's intelligence, because as you see there, those ultimates are such a waste. Now you're going to get the Pearl off, which is going to do some damage. You're really shutting down a very big tank there. He's just going to drop, and at this point, it's finishing it up. So, great team comprised of free heroes. Yes, it's going to take you a while to get Pagani up there if you haven't done any of the events or bought any of her soul stones. But definitely a good team versus another stronger team. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you got any questions or comments, feel free to let me know. And thanks to Poopy for letting me show off his team. Have a great one, guys.